Hello, we're at the table, and I'm feeling much more refined and calm, and definitely not in the mood to chuck some... Oh, okay. I chuck some cars at the table. We're looking at something a little bit different to what we've been doing, as we're doing an entirely charity shop-based episode this time. As I have 3 items that I brought from charity shops, not these 3, I mean these are one of the items, but you know, that I brought from charity shops recently, and we're going to look over them right now and have a jolly old look at them and go, well, that was a good time. And I will warn you now, there will most likely be camera movement in this one because of the third object. But yes, let's just have a quick look at these 3. I brought these from a charity shop for 50p each. I mean, we've already got one of these Mercedes. I liked the other one, though, and this one has a very nice red paint job. Now, let me just make the mistake of getting it focused there. There we go. Now, it's not got autofocus, so it shouldn't slim it out in and out like it used to. It's a Mercedes. It's a car. Its axles are a bit buggered, but the paint is nice. This one is a... This one's a Matchbox Hot Wheels branded police car from 2001, which I found just a little bit more interesting because it's branded as, you know, Matchbox Hot Wheels. They're both on there, and it's got a boot, so that's nice, and a little interior. And then we got this one, which is the same bodywork, as I learned from Reddit, thank you, as you can see the camera's doing that funny thing again because I turned the autofocus off already, is the same bodywork as the Gruesome Twosome, which we covered a little while ago, and is fairly cheap and nasty, as it doesn't have any interior seats because it's a singular black piece of plastic. But I quite like that. Now what we also have are these. Now, we did have a bag of toy cars before that I was looking at, but I actually took them out off camera because they were so awful I didn't even use them in any video. So those cost 50p each, by the way. This whole bag of cars cost £2.95. So we're just going to open these because we do have a big thing to look at, and these are the sort of the starting small things. Now, this is the one that catches my eye immediately. It's a Rollermatics Weasel, and it's actually a very nice one. Does the mechanism work? No, the mechanism doesn't appear to work. Oh, it sort of does. I mean, they're both there, so there's no reason it shouldn't. But yes, it's a Rollermatics with its gun and actually in very nice condition. I don't have one of these, so I'm quite pleased about that. We've got a Formula 1 car. I'm going to do something with all these Formula 1 cars. Oh, it's the 2001 Mattel Hot Wheels one. I already have... Oh, it's the one from McDonald's. I've already got 2 or 3 of these knocking around. And I do have plans for these cars, for other projects that I do. So I've got ideas coming up. So these are being kept, so that's nice. This is a metal. It's metal. It's a metal rally car. It's a knockoff, you know, for certain. Come on. It's number W6 made in China. Quite a nice knockoff, to be fair. That rear axle was a bit buggered, but it's very buggered, but it's quite nice. I quite like that, truthfully. There's this, which is the HW Trans Maintenance Service. Radio dispatch 24 hours. Well, it's a transport maintenance service. Is it Hot Wheels? It's a Ford F-150 from 1996. Thailand. Yes, 1997, not 1996. Yes, that's actually quite nice, actually. That's older than I thought it was, which is good. We got this, which is a truck. It's probably a skip or something like that. A dump truck, it's gone, whatever it was on the back. It's Majori. Yeah, you know, pretty standard truck, nothing wrong with it. We got this, which, as you can see, I couldn't see it in the bag, but the axles are buggered at the front. What is it? Oh, it's a Max Motors, or Motor Max. I think we've only had one of these on the show, and I hit it with a sledgehammer. That's all right. It's a Mazda. It's not focusing, but it's a Mazda. Yeah, I think it's a Mazda. Well, it's got M on the front of it, but I don't know if that's the actual Mazda logo. Got another cheapy knockoff, similar to that one that I have upstairs, actually, the gold one that was given to me by that Leon chap. Made in China, number 411. Probably made by the same guys that did this. They have the same kind of wheels on them. That's quite nice. I am actually fond of these knockoff typey things, especially the older ones. Not so fond of the new ones, which is a bit of a problem because I totally didn't buy a big set to do at another point. We've got some kind of emergency services vehicle, a shuttle for something peak. Hold on. Spider. It's a shuttle service for Spider Peak. Well, I ain't bloody going there. Jeebus. What is it? Upside down. It's, Hold on. Yes, it's a Matchbox. I can't read it through the lens, but yes, there's a Matchbox. 1998 Mattel Ford Expedition. These cars are actually pretty good considering it was all these for $250. And there's one down here that I got my hand on that I'm quite excited about because it's the oldest one of those I've got. Fire truck, like this fire truck. 1982. Flat wheels, not ground, but yes, fire truck with a ladder. Ladder's kind of broken naff, but I like fire trucks. Another knockoff, probably exactly the same. It's going to be number something or other. Come on. Number W5. Yep, it's another number one, made by the same as the other ones. Nice. It's actually kind of nice that we've been able to identify all the knockoffs as the same company. This one, that when I saw through the box, I believed was a knockoff, but it has Hot Wheels written on the bloody top of it. It's a Hot Wheels Team Row Off-Road All-Terrain National. There's number 4. And what does it say on the bottom? Probably the same belly thing. Come on, I'm not doing very well with this. Hot Wheels AMG Corp. There doesn't appear to be a date on there. Let me just pull this to my face quickly. No, that's a weird one. There's no date on there. I'm going to do some research on that later. But here's the last one. It's also a Hot Wheels. But the reason is I could see through the bottom that it is 1983 Thailand. So this is the oldest Hot Wheels car that I own. I don't know when Hot Wheels came into existence as a company. I always thought it was in the 90s, but from what I've learned through the third item we have to cover, it's going to be at least the very late 70s. But that's quite a nice car. It's very heavy, very hunky, very chunky lump of metal, much more so than modern Matchbox Hot Wheels cars. It's very nice. It's taken a beating at the front. I don't like the fact it's got a stag beetle, but who cares? It also doesn't actually have a name. But let's just move these toy cars to one side now, because we've got what we need. And there's a reason these have all been pulled out, because we're going to need them for this. The Hot Wheels can't actually show you without turning upside down. The Hot Wheels turn your monitor the other way round service centre. Yes, as I learned when I was doing a bit of research, this is a product released in the late 70s into the 80s. Brought it in the charity shop for a grand $2.95. So all those cars cost the same as this set. And it's actually ironic because I brought it at work and I went into the restroom and I work with a lot of people who are older than me. And one of them looked in the bag. You could see like the end sticking out and he said, I had one of those as a kid. I was like, really? He's like, yes. We pulled it out and yeah, he had this as a child. Noteworthy, unfortunately, it's missing a leg. Note, if leg should pop out, just snap back into place. I have the horrible feeling that the leg fell out in the charity shop and I missed it and it's gone forever. So it's only got one leg, but it does stay. And the idea is that you open it up. I said you open it up and it opens up into a service centre. Like so. And we'd like to point out immediately that this is not an English one. I assume it's French. But yes, we've got a service centre and it will balance, thankfully, on one leg. So we can do our bits and pieces with this. But we're just going to quickly look over everything that's on here and all the little features. And I'll move the camera around because it's on that little tripod. So I can sort of do that. And we're going to try not to kill anything. Although we may physically have to murder something. Oh dear. So we're going to start at the very top here with the parking bay, focusing on this bit here. So if we take a car, and for the start, we'll use a car that you may well have used to play with this particular toy set back in the day. So you stick the car in there, I'll just move my hand out of the way, and then you twist this, and it takes quite a lot, and hopefully the camera won't shake too much, although it's probably going to, because it's balancing on one leg right now. And it magically lifts this wonderful vehicle up to the top layer. Now, why you couldn't just use the road this is connected to, I don't really know. But through lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and... Oh, it's stuck. Oh, no, I've jammed the car. That's why it's stuck. The car has got stuck. I have jammed it. I am good at being playful. There we go, through lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of effort. It's through the top, and then you can drive it away. And it kind of comes down here exactly where... I just noticed the wheels on this car do not spin at all. It will come down to actually through where the leg is. We'll cover that at the bottom, which is a nice little start, nice little thing for kids to work with. And then once it comes down the ramp, we can focus on the next bit, he says, as he's literally taking his jacket off as he starts, which is not a particularly smart thing to do, which would be this device here, which if you spin, will turn this single wheel here. You can just make it out on the camera because it's very, very dusty. So this is basically not going to fit. Let's use this one. There we go. This knockoff toy needs some love. So you stick it in there and twist it, and the wheels spin, which you can't really see at this angle. So, do it at this angle. You can see I haven't got the autofocus on. I'm not very good at this. As you can see, if I can spin it, the back wheel turns. So, obviously, these gentlemen here, who are far too big for this car, are just checking to see how much horsepower the engine actually has, which is a nice feature and something I've always really enjoyed. And then once it's done, you simply drive off casually, leaving these gentlemen to wonder what the hell they've just spent the past couple of minutes doing. Now, we're holding it here, so you're going to have to forgive shaky camera. Also, there's a budgerigar there staring. But once the vehicle comes out the top here, you can drop it down here, where it will run down to the bottom and stop, mostly because that's there, which allows you to take control and decide what you want to do, which in this circumstance, we're going to put it in the dépannage garage, whatever on earth that is. Just sort of put it in there, close it, and now there's a car stored in there. And if we have another car that's, say, chasing it because it's a police car, down she goes, doesn't quite get round the corner. Oh, well, you didn't catch them. How about you go and do some parking so you can stay there parked? And then if we have another car coming down for good measure, good to see that one went down all the way. Oh, this one has transmission problems because it didn't get down all the way. How about you go on the ramp right here and you can have somebody look underneath the car. All these lovely little features, and there's some flowers here as well that are very dusty. All these lovely little features in this set, it just works really well to its advantage. And I apologise if you've got motion sickness now, but you can't sue me. I'm just a voice on the internet. Now, once you're finished at the top, you can come down to the second layer, which follows in exactly the same method, but as you can see, the car actually does it. And this tiny path here is not enough to stop this vehicle from going over. So they end up going this way. But once you're down here, you have just a little bit more parking if you want to. No harm in parking there. You can hide and shoot all the nasty people that come by. And then this car can come down, and it can also park right here. So that's your parking covered. And then the fire service can make its way down, because I'm really enjoying this, can you tell? It needs to come here to the radiator, which I assume means radiator repairs, because when you're a fire engine, you haven't got a lot of water. That's a lie. So in you pop, and now you're in here out the way. Hey, storage, you can always put your cars in here to store them for later on. There's also this. I don't know what this does. I think it's meant to be some form of spring-loaded mechanism to launch your vehicles. But when I was playing with it earlier on, it didn't work. But if we put this here, obviously he's got new tyres. Pow! As you can see, he didn't go anywhere. Hold on. Wait. Hang on. It's a bell! Oh my gosh, I honestly... If you can't tell, I didn't know that was a bell. So the idea is that you pull up and it's sort of like, you ding, and then the person comes out and they fill your car, probably with fuel, which was meant to be here, and then you can leave without paying, and you can get chased by the police, who are up here, and make their way down to arrest you. This is looking good, but they also stopped for fuel because of the dingy bell, and this one's already made its way off to Spiderville. Goodness gracious, what fun we're having with this set! But alas, we come to the slightly wonky final part of this lovely set. Once you've drawn the attention of people... Yeah, it doesn't want to work now. There we go, I broke it. You can drive from your petrol station straight into this car wash. Your vehicle's here and you've got little knobs on the top which you turn, and they turn these pads, which, just acts as a car wash, and you can kind of... Don't know if you spin them in different directions, the universe ends. It doesn't go anywhere. But this cleans your car off nice and spiffing, and now I've done it. I can't... No. There we go. And you take it round, and this car's too long, so here's the end. And then you drive out, and you disappear down here like this. Because, I'm childish. And there you have it. It's the Hot Wheels, 1979, I believe, service station. I mean, from a different country, but it doesn't matter. This cost me a whole £2.95 in a charity shop, and I'm really disappointed the leg's missing. I'm going to actually see if I can source another leg, because this is a really, really nice set. And exactly the sort of thing I would have liked as a kid. And as I said, my co-worker said he had one, and he was very fond of it when he was looking at it, and I can see why, because a very solid, good toy, compatible with pretty much whatever car you chuck at it. I particularly like this bit. I do, I just like the way the wheels turn there. It's awesome, look at the way the wheels turn! But yeah, no, God, that was really childish. A great set. Very, very high approval on this set. And, I'd say they don't make them like they used to, but they did. In the 90s, as I covered before, they made a lot of very, very good sets. And I can see that they had a good start out with the set thing. So yeah, this was my charity shop look around. This in total cost me about £7.50 for everything here. And once again, these knockoffs are being kept because I genuinely like these knockoffs from the sort of 90s era. Probably going to get rid of that because it's knackered. Everything else will be kept. Quite pleased about this one, even if its wheels are a little more knackered than I thought they were. So that I don't have an old Hot Wheels, so I'm pleased about that. But my favourite are these two. Like car-wise, just because I like Rollermatics, and I like this one. I don't know why. But yes, no, a very, very good set. Very, very good collection from charity shops. Just look around your charity shops and see what you can find. I suppose for the Americans, that would be like your flea markets? No, that's more European. Your Goodwill kind of things, just to see what people throw away. But yeah, no. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that lot. I do like hearing back from you guys. It does encourage me to do things. It does encourage me to learn and just do more. And yeah, you all have a lovely time now. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Damn.